Hey all, it is Monday evening here in Elodium, and just listened to the Coinflex announcement from Mark Lamb about the situation of their liquidation, where now they are offering a new token. They're sure there's strong demand for this token. They're going to try to raise $47 million for a token. It's going to yield 20%. What a deal, right? I mean, they're insolvent right now, and that money that they're raising has to go to an individual creditor that they need to pay off in order to get more liquidity so that they can resume withdrawals for all the people who have put faith and deposited their Bitcoin Cash with Coinflex. So not only did they run a scam, but after their scam went bankrupt, now they're launching another scam. I don't think people are going to fall for it, but you never know. I happen to be in a chat with Mark Lamb, who is the I'll just refer to him as the wolf in sheep's clothing. He's the perfect PR guy. He's got that nice lamb name and the lamb face, and he just seems so trustworthy, right, when you look at him. And I'm in a chat group with him and Roger Ver and Mike Komaransky, who, as far as I know, is one of the other main investors in Coinflex. So I tagged Roger and Mike after calling out Mark, and we'll see what happens based off of the result of that. If I'm kicked and banned, then it kind of signals that Roger and Mike are in on it. And if they denounce Coinflex, then it shows that they got duped by Coinflex. But so long as they try to push this new $47 million scam, it would really just make me lose all faith in the ideals of Bitcoin Cash, to be honest. However, I still wouldn't sell Bitcoin Cash because there's underlying value there, and most likely all this Bitcoin Cash getting consolidated in the hands of the bigger predatory fish. It's most likely, from my perspective, that it's actually going to be bullish for Bitcoin Cash, that this is going to be an epic short squeeze, that all of the weak hands are getting shaken out, and this is going to be incredibly bullish. I don't know if I already mentioned the last price before I started making this video was $111.77 Bitcoin Cash in dollar price. So one more caveat, I did reach capitulation like a day or two ago, and because I had, I guess, overextended myself in buying Bitcoin Cash as it was pulling back, I did capitulate, and I sold about a third of my personal Bitcoin Cash, none for Elodium, but just because the short term is uncertain, but I'm still confident in the medium to long term, so I had to liquidate a third of my Bitcoin Cash just to ensure my position short term, to be able to keep investing in this off-grid foundation for the rest of the season and be in a good position through the next winter as we face energy and food crisis and everything. So I really hope to hear from Roger Ver, who I have respect for. I really want to hear him denounce Coinflex and say that that he was duped, essentially. It seems kind of unlikely that I'm going to hear that, but that's what I want to hear. But regardless, there's the other possibility that the big fish, who it could end up being Goldman Sachs or some other Batman in the price channel, or just some bigger predatory bank gambler person with a lot of capital, that their agenda is maligned with Bitcoin Cash. That's possible too. So I wouldn't have more in it than you can afford to lose, but I'm not going to sell the other 2/3 of it that I have, which is still a sizable position relative to me, because I think this could be an epic short squeeze. So that's everything I have to say on the subject. And if you got taken advantage of by Coinflex, my condolences. I tried to warn people. I caught a lot of flack for it, but it's not about me. It's about BitcoinCash and the tool, the utility that it provides for people, which is why it's such a threat, which is why it's targeted for destruction by the legacy financial systems. But given that they're imploding anyways, they might just end up adopting it as the backbone for their CBDCs, which is basically what Elodium intends to do. Is that our native currency will be tokenized on the BitcoinCash blockchain, so that it is secure and frictionless and everything else. So assuming that BitcoinCash is the best, and it's the best solution for that I'm aware of. I mean, I don't know everything, but it's very clear to see why all these big institutions, which control like the Wall Street and the capital markets, why they would have such an incentive to get a bigger market share of Bitcoin Cash, given that they can't destroy it. So if you can't beat them, join them. So while this is kind of devastating for the community and the potential reputation of people in the community, I wouldn't recommend fire sailing your Bitcoin Cash, even though I did 1/3 of my personal Bitcoin Cash. But that was just because just financial responsibility for being able to keep building for the short term, like I already mentioned. So that's all. Take care.